6 million Jews were killed in the Holocaust.
Never forget.
If you forget, then it will happen again.
I'm worried for my children and grandchildren.
All it takes is a spark. And now I see it happening again. I like to recall the phrase, never again, which is now.
Disturbing, very disturbing surge in anti-Semitic incidents.
A significant increase in anti-Semitic incidents since October 7th.
The highest levels that we've seen in decades. There have been more than 10,000 anti-Semitic incidents in the U.S. since the October 7th attacks.
We've got to commit to fighting anti-Semitism, to do the hard work.
We need NYPD back on this campus.
At ADL, we are fighting back with a full court press.
Not on my campus.
Not on my campus.
I just want to highlight our call website. Any student, family, faculty, or staff member can go to the website to report anti-Semitic discrimination, intimidation, and harassment.
ADL released our campus report card to evaluate how these schools are creating environments that are safe for all Jewish students.
At ADL, you have to try and find solutions.
What we found was quite dramatic. Anti-Semitic rhetoric is having real-world implications on labor markets.
New York City Council member recently announced an Unmask the Hate resolution.
And so we felt like at ADL, we've done a lot of stakeholder advocacy over the years. It's time to get into the shareholder advocacy. We filed in federal court a lawsuit on behalf of Americans who were attacked on 10/7. What we're going to prove is that Iran, North Korea, and Syria were complicit in the Hamas attack.
Samidun, a designated terrorist organization in Israel. Many of these groups and their activities are enabled by tax-exempt 501c3 fiscal sponsors.
I just testified to the Senate Bipartisan Task Force on Combating Anti-Semitism.
We've been working really closely with governors, attorneys general, legislatures to develop anti-Semitism plans.
Anti-Jewish sentiment around the world is at its highest level since the survey began a decade ago.
Social media is a super spreader of anti-Semitism and bigotry of all forms.
White supremacists and right-wing extremists actively use propaganda.
We continuously monitor multiple different platforms to understand what actually is happening.
We can end hate, and we can bring peace to this world.
ADL is an enormous provider of anti-hate education, anti-Semitism education. It's a big piece of what we do in this country to create a better future.
You can't do this work without having hope. How could you not be hopeful when there's a community of people that share your values and want to stop this hate?
With hate, you got to beat it with love. You got to beat it with pride. You got to beat it with strength. And so seeing Jewish people reawaken, reemerge, united and stronger, that's how we'll win.